The athletes you are about to see on Phenomenal Elite Wrestling are highly trained professionals who have spent years mastering their craft. Every maneuver, stunt, and performance is executed under strict supervision and with safety precautions in place. We urge all viewers, especially younger audiences, to never attempt to replicate or perform any of the moves seen on this program at home, school, or anywhere else. Stay safe, enjoy the show, and remember, leave the wrestling to the pros.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's have our third match of the evening, and this is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Last-minute replacement here, making her P.E.W debut.
Introducing first, hailing from South London, making her P.E.W debut. This is the Warrior Princess, Amara Jayde.
Amara Jayde certainly looking extremely focused as she walks out here. The Warrior Princess, a great replacement, as I said, for the injured Ashley Vega. We wish Vega a swift recovery.
And next, her opponent.
Amara Jayde coming back from a foot injury. Coming back better than ever, more focused than ever.
It was only our last show 3 weeks ago where this young woman made her debut. Great conveyor belt of talent continuing to come through Phenomenal Elite Wrestling.
I'll have to admit, she did make quite an impression last time out.
Making her way to the ring, she hails from Liverpool. This is Amara Jayde.
And off the wall just 3 weeks ago, as I said, made her debut here in P.E.W. Did Hannah Taylor, a loss to Kiara, albeit only thanks to the actions of our other co-general manager, the Prestige. And Taylor already with plenty of reason to have beef with the Prestige, which is true of just about 3/4 of the locker room.
Show some respect to the Prestige, the man paying your paycheck.
Co-paying. Chocolate Thunder's my other boss now.
You know he's the one. You know that the Prestige is the one that really is the money man, the one that makes the real decisions.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was 50-50 now, to the P.E.W management board deciding that the Prestige's abuses of power were such that his power needed checking. Taylor against Amara Jayde here. Collar and elbow tie up to start things out, and hopefully put a lot of energy into this, trying to gain an early upper hand.
Amara Jayde, known for her MMA and shoot fighting experience. One of the most vicious people to come out of South London in a while.
Taylor and Jade circling each other again. They'll lock up for a second time here. Women's division here in P.E.W. is competitive as it's ever been. The women's title going to be on the line later on, of course. Freya Rose defending against Lila Kyle. Rivalry those two have been having in recent weeks and months.
Both sides trying to fight to be on top of that lockup.
You'd have to say, even though both these women are early in their P.E.W careers, a victory here would put them right into the conversation when it comes to who's going to be the next challenger for whoever is women's champion after tonight. They're trying to ensure that it's her with a pin attempt there.
In the rare occasion I do agree with you, this does speak levels for the P.E.W women's title.
A headlock takedown by Jade. Referee just checking that the shoulders of Taylor don't go down the canvas. Jade's did as Taylor just rolled her over there.
Lovely headlock takeover, digging her hands right into the side of her chin.
Taylor finally able to escape the clutches there of Amara Jayde, and now rolling on top of her, grabbing a hold of the left arm, now the right arm as well, trying to stretch her out here. Gets her in a position where she can roll her over, force those shoulders down for a 2 count. Jade, again, just still looking extremely determined, taking her eyes off her opponent really since the opening bell. That MMA background certainly gives her a degree of focus that will serve her well here in P.E.W. Taylor, though, crucifix pin as Jade's shoulders down to the canvas again, and Jade only just rolled through on what, 2.75 there. Here comes Taylor. Taylor nearly put Jade on her head there. Caught her with a swing blade as they charged at each other.
Lovely arm drag off the ropes to set up the swing blade.
And Taylor's side as she charges in. A drop toe hold though from Jade, sending Taylor face first, second turnbuckle.
You know what I feel? You know what I think about the crowd being on your side, and you can see it. The crowd was on her side. It's gotten into her head, and now Amara Jayde has capitalized.
You do come across as a very petty, jealous young man. You know that. Hannah Taylor on just her second appearance here in P.E.W. with more crowd support than you've ever had.
Because I don't need it. I've got the belt.
That's your go-to every time.
I won the belt in my 3rd ever P.E.W match. Show some respect.
Again, how did you win it? That's a rhetorical question. Amara Jayde kicking away here.
And no matter what the crowd can do, Amara Jayde is keeping her down. You can see that there's a bit of aggression, a bit of grit that Anna Taylor doesn't have, that the crowd can't provide.
Amara Jayde certainly doing all right without the crowd support, and series of uppercuts there. Maybe went for it one too many times in the backslide. Look at the split-legged stance there from Taylor for extra leverage. Scored her a 2 count. Amara Jayde straight back on her.
Lovely floored teep kick. Just trying to take out her knee.
Yeah, the knee, one of the weakest points in the human anatomy. Amara Jayde knows that and trying to target that left knee. Speaking of knees, knee of her own, that one to the jaw of Hannah Taylor. Jade now with Taylor backed into the corner. Is going to send her diagonally across the ring, hard into that corner. Padding on those turnbuckles, not especially thick. It's still a heavy impact. Taylor's running for a second time there. Moves out the way though. Rolling back into the ring. It's the roll-up. Couldn't quite keep her balance in such a way that the shoulders of Amara Jayde would stay down. Kick from Jade.
Amara Jayde using the environment as a weapon as well as herself. That's decision making I can appreciate.
Jade, a vicious kick to that left knee of Hannah Taylor. Headbutt from Jade. Talked about aggression earlier on when it came to Ryden. I think we're seeing something similar here from Amara Jayde. You've got to be impressed, I think, with how vicious she's being with some of these strikes. But Taylor able to counter into a Rana. Hooking that leg is Taylor. Getting another close fall, a 2 count for Taylor.
Kick right to the side of the stomach, right in between the rib and the hip bone. Very soft, very, very gentle area. Sensitive, I must say. I was looking for that word.
There's not much gentle about it when the point of someone's toe goes into that area. It's Amara Jayde who's done well, I think, by the way, Taylor, to get straight back on the horse, so to speak, after that tainted defeat to Chiara last time around.
Tainted or tactical?
Oh my God, it's just, you know what I mean. Is there any rule breaking that you don't think is perfectly fine?
If you get away with it, is it really rule breaking?
Yes. Blue fez press and then
the rules only count if they're enforced. That's how life works. The rules only count if they're enforced. If they're not, they don't count.
Amara Jayde trying to secure a victory here against Hannah Taylor in this match, thankfully, so far has been largely within the rules.
Using the pointer of her elbow right on the base of Anna Taylor's nose.
And Taylor, you can see, is feeling some of the effects of this onslaught from Jade.
The thing that I appreciate is Amara Jayde working around the body, not just picking something and going for it, but really chopping her down.
Kind of hedging her bets here, Jade, who was focusing on that left knee, but as you say now, going to some other body parts as well.
But that's tactical decision making. You take a leg out first, then they can't stand up straight, and then you've got access to everything else, and they don't have one of their biggest ways to avoid, which is movement.
Just going back to the leg there, a kick to the back of the knee from Jade. Taylor's going to roll her up again. Taylor getting more weight down on the shoulders that time. Good for another 2 count before Jade kicked out. Very even contest, this one between Taylor and Jade. Jade with the elbow into that side of the head. Taylor again sent flying across the ring, again into the turnbuckles. Jade, it's a knee up. Taylor able to defend herself. She tries to get out of the corner. Big elbow smash there from Taylor.
Rough forearm from Taylor.
Look at the clothesline, and Taylor gets her on the second time. Once more taking her down the back of Jade's head, bouncing off of the canvas. And again, Taylor building up momentum now. Taylor with a DDT.
Planting Amara Jayde way too hard on her head. She looks rocked.
I don't know if she knows where she is. If Taylor can drape an arm over Amara Jayde, I think Taylor's going to get her first victory here in P.E.W.
My belief is Amara Jayde, with all that viciousness, just gave Taylor way too much space. You can hit someone as hard as you want, but if you can't capitalize on it quickly and efficiently, that's your problem.
There's one thing to be ruthless on offense, but sometimes you've got to play defense. And Jade, as you say, left herself open there. Taylor looking for the lariat, couldn't get it. Jade catches her with the kick. Taylor, Saito suplex from Amara Jayde.
Right onto the back of her head with the Saito.
Taylor landed hard. Still, nonetheless, able to kick out. We've seen some displays of resilience here tonight at Eclipse already. We're seeing another one here from Hannah Taylor.
Amara Jayde, first one to her feet, knowing that's important. Being the first to capitalize is really important.
Yeah, Jade looking to dictate the situation as Taylor gets to her feet, but straight to her front face lock now. Jade going behind, putting all of her body weight on top of Taylor here. You see her trying to hook her hands together. She does that. Taylor's in big trouble, and she knew it, which is why she forced herself towards the ropes. Jade went throat first, I think, into that top rope. There's that lariat. With that arm hooked behind Jade, Taylor will go for the pin, and Hannah Taylor secures her first P.E.W victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Hannah Taylor.
No prestige to interfere with Hannah Taylor's offense tonight, and Taylor securing a win against Amara Jayde. You've got to be impressed with what you just saw there.
I was impressed. I think Amara Jayde has a big future in the P.E.W women's division, and I think without the prestige, Taylor finally wins a match. But when the boss is involved, the money man, the guy that runs this thing, If you can't make it finish, if you can't get a finish then.
So Hannah Taylor still some trouble with that left knee. What's this now? Oh, look who's here.
And the boss.
Yeah, with his personal security guard, JC.
You just don't understand people like me and the Prestige.
Congratulations on your win, Hannah Taylor. But for those of you that weren't here at the last show or didn't see what happened, Hannah Taylor lost to your princess, to the people's princess, to my princess, P.E.W. And Amara Jayde, I know coming from Liverpool, you don't know much about princesses, but
Someone's turned his microphone off, thank God for that.
you don't know much
It's
about
disrespectful.
princesses, Amara Jayde, but I need you.
It's happened again.
It works. This microphone. Yeah, that microphone. This one. You want this microphone?
Co-general managers disagreeing about who's going to use which microphone. Gotta love Chocolate Thunder.
Disrespecting the. You need to appreciate when the adults are
You may not know
talking.
much about Princesses Hannah Taylor, but I need you now to acknowledge and be a gracious loser to Princess Kiara and acknowledge Kiara as your princess.
I want to use this one. Go on, Anna.
I'll be honest, the only thing I know about princesses is they kiss a lot of frogs.
Vile thing to say about the boss.
Looks like a frog. And walks like a frog. It's probably a frog.
Oh, now this microphone's having some difficulty as well. I'll tell you what, the technical gremlins here getting in the way, but the message was loud and clear, I think.
All of them were hired by Chucky Thunder, that's why they're all awful. It's like you.
Just acknowledge Kiara as your princess.
The frog says what? It'd be nice to have a mic at work, but we both know.
Hannah, I appreciate that you're talking. Just remember, my eyes are up here, please. The buffet is closed.
Grotesque.
Honest. He's a sexy man. He's on our side.
Just shout, just shout.
Hello? Okay, we got it. Look, it wasn't the thing down there that I was looking at, it was the one on your head. So, I'd really like a rematch with Kiara. But on the caveat, she lets your balls out the box. I mean, they're kind of really locked in there, aren't they? It's okay, I like box. Not all of them.
You want a match with my princess? Maybe you haven't learned from the last time, but fine. You get beaten again by the people's princess. And Dave Bradshaw, you wipe that smirk off your face for a start.
He's not with me, he's not with me.
Kiara will see you here June 22nd, and the princess will beat you again.
Well, Hannah Taylor getting what she wanted. Finally goading the Prestige into granting Taylor a rematch against the so-called Princess, Kiara. Hannah Taylor outsmarting the Prestige there, which admittedly isn't the hardest thing to do. Hannah Taylor. Chocolate Thunder doesn't need a microphone.
Winning the people over, winning the match, but blowing out her knee. That's going to affect her for the rest of her career. Knees don't regenerate.
Quite the optimist, aren't you?
Knees don't regenerate.
I should be hoping that knee recovers in time, because as we just heard, later this summer, she's got another rematch against Kiara.